What's up, guys? My name is Thierno Diallo, aka Frenchie. I'm from the Bronx. I've been riding for 2 years, and this is my BMX story. I was born and raised in Africa. I was born in Guinea. It's in north of Africa. And I came here when I was like around 7, came here in 2012. The person that got me into BMX riding was John B, the crazy one. So at the beginning, when I used to go to Mullally's all the time, I always see John doing innovative stuff, inspiring stuff. So he was the first one that taught me how to bunny hop, how to do a 180. And from there on, I just liked the sport, so I just continued it. And I kept progressing. So the first bike I ever had was a Hoagie. Me and my dad went to go buy a bike from Target because I wanted a bike to wheelie. We bought it from Target and it was a Razor bike. A bunch of my friends was wheeling. I could pedal wheelie standing up, but after I kept doing it, I was like, I don't really like wheeling like that. So I went to the park, Mullally's, because whenever we would go to ride outs, sometimes we stop at Mullally's for like the meet outs and everything. So we just stopped right there. How I changed up from being a wheelie rider to a BMXer was when like I said, I went to Mullally's. When I went to Mullally's, John inspired me and he was like showing me stuff, and I asked him, how do I do a bunny hop? And then from how to do a bunny hop, he was like, look, I could teach you this cool trick. He was first trying to teach me how to 360, but I couldn't get the full rotation around. So I first learned how to do a 180. From that day, we just continued, just like keep progressing. John was like, you got like 5 more tries because the park was about to close. And he was like, $2 right now if you land. I was like, word. I was like, yeah, we out. I got close the first try. The second try, I flew off the ramp a little bit. And then the third try I hit it. I was so happy, dude. I was like, shouting and everything.
What? Yeah! You got that! Yeah! Get like me! My money, yeah. Good looks. I like doing business.
I was stoked, man. I was so stoked to land that trick. It was like that one trick that got me progressing. Like, I got 180s now. I'm like continuing. The trick that took me the longest to learn was a can-can. So I would try can-cans every day in Mullally's, but I would get them, but I wouldn't do them over something like over a hip, over nothing. So a guy named by Trail King, his name is Joshua. He volunteers at Hybrid Bike Park. He was like, yo, I was like, should I try a can-can on the second big one? He was like, yo, send it, dude, you got that. I was like, for real? I tried it like first time I was like, yo, I got that. I tried it again, foot went over, I'm like, yeah, bring it back, boom, stoked, we got it. So happy, man. That trick took me forever to learn. I was so scared to do it on anything because taking my foot over the frame was so much. The worst fall I ever had was on my Hoagie, my Razor. We came down to Hybrid, a bunch of us, the Mullally Goom Squad. We came down here, was riding. Took the first lap, did it. I came back down. I went completely sideways, all the way, and I went sideways, so sideways, fall down, boom, hit my head right there. Wasn't wearing a helmet, straight out, knocked out for like 5 seconds. But I had a bunch of falls, as you can see. You have to fall to learn how to do something, you know, learn by mistakes.
There you go.
My favorite 2 tricks that I love to do usually is a can most of the time, but no. I stopped doing can, so it'll probably be a ET or one-hander or one-footer, those 3. I usually do those a lot. I'm usually stoked because when I'm trying those tricks that I'm comfortable with, I'm usually trying them on stuff that I haven't done yet. So the 2 stuff that I really prefer riding is trails and parks. But I also like riding streets, but I usually stay out of the streets that much, you know. So usually I like to ride with someone so they can motivate me and help me. You know, if I do something wrong, be like, oh, you did this wrong. Try doing this, but with this way. What type of rider I am? I like to inspire other people to show them that sometimes you do take falls, because it is most likely you fall more than you ride. But you know, when you do take those falls, you learn from your falls. So I'm one to tell you to never give up and keep pushing yourself to the limit. My expectations from BMX is right in the future I would like to be a pro rider or like be in X Games or slope style. Yes, I am sponsored right now. I have a little deal with Arizona, Mesero, and Mullally, but right now mainly Arizona, Mullally, Mesero, and Trail King. It's not really like a sponsorship, but I do ride for them. I ride for Mullally's, Mesero, and Trail King in Arizona. So I've been to a couple of places to ride. Like recently, last Saturday, the guys that are down at Mesero, Andrew helped us, got down to Caddy, rode Caddy, sick place out there. Caddy is in Pennsylvania. There are trails, one of the best trails out there in the US right now. And also, I've been out to, also in Pennsylvania, it's called Penn Skate. It's a skate park in Pennsylvania. My boy William, shout out to William for taking us out there, me and Justin. We outside. The other hobbies I do like to do is gaming, play basketball, play a little bit of soccer, because I am from Africa, so it's mostly soccer. The people that inspire me are Andrew, the boys from Mesero, and Hobie, John, Devin Smiley, Hoffman for sure, Brandon, Rob, the boys from Mullally as well, my boys Justin and Marlon, and the rest of the Globe team. Globe is mostly to help people that don't have bikes, help ride. Like we help a bunch of kids out, Mullally, the things from Mesero and Hoffman and Mullally for helping us get like other kids on bikes. Cause when we first started riding, they also helped us. So we got a bunch of kids on bikes like Carter, Caleb, Justin. When first Justin started riding, he had a mongoose, and I'll let him ride my Hoffman, the second bike I had. I let him ride my second Hoffman, he wanted a new frame because he said the frame was heavy a little bit. We got him a frame, and ever since then, me and him been like brothers. We ride every day. We motivate each other. That's what I want everybody to be in the future. For Globe, for anything else that rides. Just have fun out there, man. Justin mean a lot to me because if it wasn't for him, I mostly wouldn't be motivated as much because me and him is mostly the ones that be riding together, and we're mostly together with each other. I know him for like a year now, or like a year and a couple of months. So what I hope for Globe to become in the nearby future, I'll love to make some frames that represent some of the riders for Globe, and make some parts, and mostly donate to a lot of people that also helped us in the future and the beginning of a riding season. Because if it wasn't for our friend Bikes for helping us get bikes at Mullally, most of us wouldn't be riding right now. So shout out to them. So I would love to give back to the communities that I'll understand when you didn't have nothing. It would have been nice if you got something. So usually when I try to learn a trick and I don't completely succeed at the same day, I will keep trying. I usually get frustrated because it's human. If you're human, you get frustrated. Usually I get mad for a little bit, take a break, get back up and try it again. You know, I have people that motivate me, that keep me pushing. So I love to inspire them to send it and try. Even if you don't got it back to back, you just gotta keep trying, man. Usually when I ride, I feel happy, I feel motivational to motivate the youth to do better. I like setting a good example on myself and everybody I ride with. So yeah, I see myself riding for a long time because I really do love BMX and what it brings out. And I do like riding downhill bikes and dirt jumpers. Shout out to Mezzo, shout out to Mullally, shout out to Hoffman for helping a bunch of kids get on bikes and stuff. Shout out to Drink Arizona and Justin, and shout out to Marlon for being on my side, man. Appreciate you, bro. Even though sometimes you're so annoying.